Hey guys, time for another episode of Save Snuffles 101. And the holidays are just around the corner. And with the holidays comes puppies and kittens and all new pets for your house. And while it's a great idea to consider adopting a new family member from the local animal shelter, there's a lot to consider before just jumping into that type of commitment. The first thing is commitment. Did you know that on average dogs live to be 10 years old? And what about cats? They can live to be 15 years old. Are you ready to give the next 10 to 15 years to your animal and not give up on them? You also need to consider everyone that's going to be living with the new pet. Does everybody even want to have a new dog or puppy in the house? How about a cat or kitten? You have to consider everybody's feelings that are going to be living in the house with that pet before you go out and adopt. You also need to consider the time you need to give to your new pet now. If you're getting a new puppy, you have to train that puppy. You also have to be able to give time to walking it, letting it out, and with a cat and a dog, you need to make sure you're giving them enough time for exercise and play. You also need to consider the financial aspect of it. Do you have enough money to care for the pet's specific needs when you bring them into your home? You also need to consider what recent family changes may have taken place or what may be happening in the immediate future. If they haven't happened yet, you have to consider that may be a stressful time for your new pet. Have you recently gotten married? Have you recently got divorced? Are you planning to do either one of those things? Did you recently move into a new house? Are you planning on moving out of your current house? Are you expecting a new baby? All of these things you need to consider before you get a new pet. You should also think about where you currently live. If you live in a townhouse or apartment or condo, can you even have a pet? Can you have more than one? Is there a weight limit on the pet? Or is there a type of breed that can't live where you live? You also need to consider if your house is even appropriate for the pet that you want to get. Are you planning on getting a big dog but you live in a small apartment? Or if you are planning on getting a dog, do you have a yard big enough for the dog? Is it fenced in? Do you need a fenced in yard? All these things you need to consider before you get your next pet. Here are just a few common items that you might need to give your dog or cat a healthy life. My dog's about 15 pounds, so this is going to be based off of that weight for my dog. So, $15 per bag for 12 months. It's $180 per year. For my cat, might be $11 per bag for 12 months, $132 per year. For common cat litter, it might be $16 per bin, and we might be able to stretch it for 2 months. So that's $6 per year. So that adds up to $96 per year. Next we have Heartgard, very important medication for your pet. So again, this is based off of my dog, that's 15 pounds. So $32 for 6 months times 2 per year, $64 per year. Next is flea and tick. I use NexGard, but that's just my choice. You can go out and use other things. And that's $110 for 6 months times 2 per year, $220 per year. Next is flea, tick, and Heartgard prevention for your cat. Now, depending on what your vet says, it may not be something that you necessarily think you need, but we go ahead and give one to our cat. Even though he is an indoor cat, we just want to make sure he is protected. So for this, $89 for 6 months times 2 per year, $178 per year. Now, when you add all of this together for my dog and cat, it's $870 total per year that I'm spending just for these basic things. Of course, this may change if you only have a dog or if you only have a cat, but it also changes based on how big your cat is or how big your dog is. So that's just a snapshot into what I have to get for my pets. I also get them treats and toys and other things that I think that they need, including vet visits when I think they're sick or just their yearly checkup. Now, I would never want to discourage anybody from going out and getting a new pet. I just want to make sure that you're fully prepared and ready for when you do. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video and please share it.